call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Notre Dame's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the Year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Looking left. Oh, play it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense with his possession.
Now, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Love. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks, it's Fields. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Irish! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Steps away to find some room. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Turning on the Jets. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense, it's a seam wide open.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after 1 as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. Rides the back and leaves it. Guys, we said it earlier, fun to see a rematch of last year's title game. You know, you think back on that game when it was 31-7. Everybody thought it was all over. Everyone except the Irish. They fought back, got close. But how do they get redemption in this one?
Well, they got to be more consistent. They had a 79-play drive to start the game, capped it off with a touchdown, and then kind of went to sleep after that for a few quarters. They've got to be consistently better in each and every possession, I think, to win this one.
Yeah, Ohio State was so talented, obviously. They got some new faces. Notre Dame has some new faces, but it's still going to be the physicality of Notre Dame. That first drive you referenced, Jesse, it was physicality. It was running the football. They got to be better and more consistent for a whole game.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting them on the ground.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's locked. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Pauling. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll move the tight end. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fields. There he goes. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Back to pass, it's Sayed. Quickly complete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Second down, they'll go to the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to swing it on second down. Quick strike complete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Complete to the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. He's in open space downfield. The Buckeyes get it past the sticks. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Now the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Sayed. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. So now it's second and long. Rides the back on the option to give. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Working the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Hard running there. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's locked. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The run to the left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. It's caught. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Going up top again. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much.
Oh, a lot of space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Lots of running room. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. They'll run play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. There he goes. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Got his man quickly. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Buckeyes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the back. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Here comes the Heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quickly to the tight end. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on 2nd down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Takes the handoff. It's Ball. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. On the move at the 30. He's loose. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
The give out of the gun. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wants to throw on third. Grab near the marker. It's locked. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now adjusting. Got some room, entered at the goal line.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day. After grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous